On set here. Welcome once again to WAVE3 Listens. And the standard has been set when it comes to senior living. Treyton Oak Towers. You're familiar with Treyton Oak Towers because, well, they always evolve, they change, they're considered the best, and they've stayed that way, and there's a reason, because they have this push for excellence so that it can be an enjoyable experience for their residents. Let's talk about how they do that. Rhonda Harding is with us. Rhonda is the Director of Residency Development. Rhonda, nice to see you.
Thank you.
And Paula Carey as well. Paula's in sales and marketing there, and you're the coordinator as far as sales and marketing. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Good to see both of you. Now, we know each other, and I think it's a good story. I think it speaks to how good you are at what you do. How do we know each other?
I had the pleasure of meeting you when Muhammad Ali's mother-in-law was a resident of ours at Treyton Oak Towers, and you would come by and help and visit, and so that's been nice.
Miss Marguerite, all right.
Miss Marguerite.
She loved it there. She loved her experience there. And you know, with Muhammad and Lonnie Ali, you know they look for the very best. And it doesn't necessarily have to be expensive. It's about people who care. And I know that was a real commitment there at Treyton Oaks. When I came in there, I was just a visitor, and you guys made me feel welcome. Everyone directed me well, and you actually fed me a couple of times. Thank you.
Thank you.
So let's talk about the history of Treyton Oaks first.
We have been a part of Louisville for 30 years. We just celebrated our 30-year anniversary. We're very proud about that. We are a continuum of care, so we have all levels of care for our residents, everything from independent living all the way to skilled nursing, so we're able to care for them from the moment they walk in the door through all the stages of their life. It's a really vibrant, active community. The residents there are diverse, they're exciting, they have stories to tell, they're very involved in the community. They love where they live. Speaking
of residents with stories to tell, before I ask you, Paul, about this big event that you have coming up, I want to go to one of the residents here, and really it's always great to have a straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak. So let's meet one of the residents.
There's no place in Louisville for independent living like Treyton Oak Towers.
I moved from a fairly large apartment in the Highlands down to 2 rooms, and I just am tickled to death with it. I know the places such as like this around the city of Louisville, and this is the best. There is no question, this is the best.
Come see what makes Treyton Oak Towers so special. Arrange for a visit today.
Treyton Oak Towers, independent living at its best.
Wow, nice big boy voice there at the end. And Rhonda, you're so good. Don't take my gig, okay?
Don't worry.
You're pretty good at that.
I love my job. Don't worry, John.
All right. Paula, tell us a little bit about, y'all have like a garden party coming up?
We are.
Tell me all about it.
We're having a garden party September the 18th. We are having the Louisville Orchestra there. Some of their members will perform. Teddy Abrams will be there. It's going to begin at 4 o'clock and going on till 6 o'clock, and everyone is welcome.
I love that. Now, will this be a chance for folks, perhaps mom or dad or grandpa or grandma are getting up there in age, and they're looking around a little bit, looking for some options? Is this somewhat of an open house?
Absolutely. Yes.
And there's the information up on the screen there. So, Rhonda, what kind of what kind of things will be offered? Obviously, it's a garden party. You've got the entertainment, but can they come in and actually take a look at the rooms, maybe talk to some of the people who care for the residents there, that kind of thing? Tell me a little bit about what this will be.
Our residents will be very engaged in the party. They will actually be helping us host the party. So we have the garden party is to also celebrate the opening of a huge walking path, an extended garden, lots of green space at Treyton Oak Towers. We have lots of gardeners, which might surprise people, being as we're in Old Louisville and seem more urban, but it's not like that at all. No. But they will be able to see apartments, meet the residents, listen to music, fabulous food and hors d'oeuvres. It's just going to be wonderful.
You know, you do mention that. You're right. It's in the heart of Louisville, and you would think it'd be urban, but you do get in. There is a garden-type atmosphere, so a garden party is very appropriate. Paula, you guys at Treyton Oaks, I don't know how you do this, and maybe you can speak to this a little bit. You've evolved. I mean, you get in a lot of senior communities, and they feel like older senior communities. This one has a little bit of more of a new feel, by the same token embracing what makes Old Louisville pretty. Tell me a little about that.
Well, our residents, they're involved in the arts, the theater, the Louisville Ballet. We are proud sponsors of the Louisville Orchestra. We've been doing this for, excuse me, the last 4 seasons. We are now recently proud sponsors of the Louisville Ballet. So it's a natural tie-in for you because your residents are interested, so therefore you sponsor.
Absolutely.
Way to go. Give back. All right.
Give back to the community.
I'll tell you what, let's do. Let's talk to another residents about their experience at Treyton Oak Towers.
There's no place in Louisville for independent living like Treyton Oak Towers.
I love the dining room, the spaciousness of it, the elegance of it, and the service that we get here, the food, of course. get lots of choices every day. My favorite thing about Treyton Oaks is everything.
Come see what makes Treyton Oak Towers so special. Arrange for a visit today.
Treyton Oak Towers, independent living at its best.
All right, it's kind of sad that we don't have enough time to really talk about all the amenities that are offered. But real quickly, some of the amenities and services that Treyton Oak Towers offers.
I guess you should say, what don't we have? We have everything from, we have a massage therapy room, we have a dentist on site, we have a bank on site, we have an entire wellness center, we have walking paths and a greenhouse on the rooftop with the most fabulous view of Louisville that you could ever believe. Should have brought a shot of that. An art studio, lots of artists in the building, an art gallery. It just has everything you could want. And we listen to the residents. What they want is what we produce.
All right, there's the website up on the screen. Once again, Treyton Oak Towers. That is the standard for senior living. We'll be right back on WAVE 3 Listens.